Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 15 of our slow and immersive on mode run of Baldur's Gate 3. We're back again with Zervush, our level 5 Eldritch Knight fighter, and this is a solo challenge Dark Urge run, where I'm playing Dark Urge for the first time and we're giving in to our urges and wreaking havoc and causing carnage throughout the map. We are pretty much done with the first map. We've gone through the grove, we slaughtered everyone in the camp, drew out Minthara, slaughtered the grove, then killed Minthara herself, tackled the Gith in the previous couple of episodes, as well as Auntie Ethel and the Owlbears. The only thing we have left on the first map before we head into the Underdark is the Matriarch, and that's what we'll be focusing on. We're going with a Eldritch Knight build that's built around cloth armor, hence our appearance here. We're already at 21 AC. Pretty crazy. We got +1. We started with 17 dex. Got 1 onto Ethel's hair. That gave us 18. We're getting +2 from Graceful Cloth. We also have Mage Armor, Bracers of Defense, and the Ring of Protection. There we are. I won't recount any other events, and that's pretty much it. In the previous episode, we long rested and got the Owlbear. So we still have a short rest in us. Yep, we have all our stuff. So let's go ahead and get on with it.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable.
Here into the well.
Dry stones line the wall. At the bottom, something gleams in the dappled light.
Climb down the bucket rope.
Better be careful. Those webs carry vibrations.
Okay. Okay, there's a lot to kind of loot here, but none of this is really consequential. Other than a pair of boots, but let's go ahead and just proceed. We are wielding a Monster Hunter bow and Monster Hunter glaive, which giving us advantage on all of these. However, the Ettercaps are very hard to attack in melee because they spread their little crickets things, so you need to kind of burn them first. Yeah, you need to kind of open up with fire. And that's okay. I think we can do that. So let's go ahead and just head over here. I think we can hit a surprise round. And then we'll kind of, these guys will be too far away as well. So I would suggest we do the following.
No hesitation.
Throw a spy on this guy. Get a surprise. I really don't understand why we can't seem to be able to trigger surprise. We did get trigger extra attack though. That. Boom. Another advantage of extra reach is that you don't even have to reach very far. Boom. This guy. He should actually be hit for 8 with Booming Blade. Should be enough. I'm going to tuck myself in here so that the spiders have to phase closer to me. We still have Action Surge. I mean, there is some sense in attempting to preserve it, so that we can head into the Underdark in this episode. Guys, there. Oh, I never knew there was a barrel there. Oh, come on. Boom. Oh, yeah. Yep, that will be all he wrote. Okay, let's do the same, to be honest, here. Gonna do an Alchemist Fire on this gentleman. Ideally, what I would like to... yeah, I'd like to kind of do something like this so that we can actually, come up to him. At the bottom there. What I would ideally like to do.
All right then.
Alright, he's on fire.
One down.
Give him that booming.
Millions live.
Boom, booming blade. Can't believe it. I didn't know that when it levels up, basically level 5, it now does 1d8, yeah, and an additional 216. That's crazy. No wonder everyone was raving about booming blade. I thought it wasn't really that strong because you always need to make the enemy move, which you can't really do all the time. Boom. Yeah. Which you can't really do all the time, you know, in all setups. You can do that very easily with Polar Master, but not with other builds. Okay, fine. They're just closer to us. No. We're gonna save our shield. Ouch, though. Actually hurt. Get out of here. Yeah, that guy's dead. What did he roll? 22. He rolled a 22. Fine. I will take that. Now, we don't have to move far, but we might still trigger this. I reckon 2 attacks should be enough for us to finish this thing off. I also don't want to, yeah, I feel like we're gonna have to move there anyway. Go ahead and take advantage of this. Are we what? A simple toxin. Yep. Fine. Boom. And another one. Boom. Yeah, that's gonna be all. All that needs to be said here. Get out of here. Roll. He missed Zervash. Yeah, he rolled a 15 attack roll, for example. 2, 2, and 3. So we should be expecting, yeah, around 4 and 3. So around, yeah, +7. Plus, yeah, so let's say we on the +6. Effectively, they need to roll a 15 or more, so 25% chance. Yeah, so enemies right now have maybe 25 to maybe 50% chance of hitting us. Maybe. I think for most of like lower level ones. Boom. Boom. No chance. No chance, yeah. Okay, well that wasn't really like the problem. However, yeah, I will do the very apt. I'll heal again before we enter the next fight, because we still have to have 4 hit points to heal.
Something good here. I hope.
Very nice. Large potion. Now, yeah, the Matriarch is, you know, no joke. Let's go ahead and... let's go ahead and get those boots, because the boots, you know, are useful in this fight, as opposed to Swarzy shoes. That's pretty much, I think, the only time in the game they're useful is you never really face any more spiders. Definitely take that. This is a rack. Let it be known that I left my homeland because I was bound to my master and not because I chose to. Were it not for the oath I swore, I would still be home, serving to the Zulkirs and not tending to hogpox in this crude hamlet. However, an oath is an oath, and I will serve him, as is my duty, until I am released. The early journal entries are written in a delicate, intricate script and gets rougher and wilder the more pages you turn. It ends with one hastily scrawled entry. They did it! The Dark Justitia's got the old bastard before the Zulkhood. Now he's bleeding out, and once he's gone, I'll be free of his oath. I can go... I can go back. I'll return the tome of necromancy he stole. They'll forgive me then. They'll know I'm loyal. The key gem's secure in the tunnels. Once I have it, I'll slip into the cellar, take what I can carry, and then I'll... yeah. Didn't go according to plan, it seems. Okay, I'll do all of this in between, as always. What is important here? Burnt journal. We're going to read that quickly. Most of this book's pages have been carefully burned away. Those that remain contain a single sentence, rewritten in varying states of agitation. In her form, I find ecstasy. The spell is not enough. Okay. A bloody journal here, though originally a screed on Lolth, penned in blood, this book's crimson script has been smeared away in several places, a different handwriting atop it. I recall my life upon the surface with more than regret. I weep for the decades spent treading the murky waters of profanity while my true queen waited in the shadows. Even my name, Eliette, feels foreign and foul upon my tongue. A high elf exalted by Lolth herself, my drow captors cannot fathom it, but I see their house's downfall in visions granted by the Spider Queen herself. When that day comes, when some unnamed whelp from an insignificant house cuts the matron mother's throat, I will escape. I will find solitude, and I will worship Lolth with my very soul. Dearie me. This book's leaves are stuck together with thick webbing that leaches ink when pulled from the page. Only the final entry remains remotely legible. It is time. I will forever transcend this blasphemous flesh and refashion myself in the Queen's image. No longer will I be bound to this lowly form, this base shape of organ and bone. Even the arachnomancers of Menzo Baranzan shall weep at my feet, their little spells so feeble and fleeting. Today I found the house of Lolth, and I shall be its matriarch. Okay, that's the heavy chest. I guess we're gonna put these. Alright, the Swazi shoes stay in our inventory. No. Immune to being enwebbed. A journal filled with hastily sketched diagrams of spiders and various spell runes. The captions are largely written in code, save for a few passages near the end that are penned in shaky common. They can sense my devotion. It draws them. I hear them in the shadows, whispers from the Dark Mother. I woke to a gift wrapped in spider's silk, a pair of boots taken from a heretic's corpse. Lolth sends her daughters to reward my faith. Let me know I am on the right path. Another gift, the corpse of a drow. Sigils scarred upon his face, an arachnomancer, one with the power to inhabit the spider's form. It is a message, a calling. My blood already dries upon the dagger, a blessed image carved into my skin. Wow. Okay. Ritual diagram with the chest. Ooh, slow web. Invisibility and blur. Very nice. Very, very nice. To be honest, blur. Now that is an interesting proposition. Now, what is not an interesting proposition is that we don't have fireball, for example, do we? No. We don't really have any like big damage spells. We're gonna have to get up close and personal here. Just gonna get rid of this. And yeah, I haven't actually thought this through, guys.
I don't need any attention right now. What path lies before me?
Well, let's just have a look. Can we get any help from our potions? We do have potions of speed, of bloodlust. I only have one bloodlust? I thought we had more than that. I can't believe that. Really? We only found one potion of bloodlust in all this time. Fine. We do have blur. Edward's black tentacles as well. Yeah. We do have detect thoughts, which would actually should use because our intelligence now is high enough. Okay, we do have one misty step. Fog cloud. We have one burning hands, one scorching ray. These are actually worth 1,700 gold, 17 scrolls of Revivify, which we actually should sell. I'm going to put them here as a reminder because we're never obviously going to get to use them. I mean, I'm sure this thing is, it must be immune to poison damage, so... Drow poison probably immune as well. We do have one potion of invisibility. Yeah, like we really don't have a lot. That's what I would say. We really don't have... Where is it? Just make sure. Yeah, there she is. I mean, she's got level 5 monstrosities. We do have advantage and we do have extra damage for her. It would be nice to put the hunter's mark on her as well. She does have +5 from Dex, 17 AC, 20 Dexterity. mean, the web is 12, so we could shoot the web with a fire arrow. That will bring it down, this thing. Right. We're down here. We throw if we ever needed to. Yeah, we could throw it from down here. If we ended up here, we could actually even potentially throw our alchemist fire on these things. Because yeah, I don't know. I don't want to kind of over prep, but we know these 5 space spider eggs are there. If we go invisible, get over here, we surprise her, and we go attack. It seems like, yeah, our extra attack is not triggered on, unfortunately, on surprise. But right now, like, if we got there with, like, a jump, be immune to poison? Yeah, of course. Very interesting. Is there anything we can put on? He's a monstrosity, yeah, but protection for evil and good doesn't help us with that. Arguably, maybe we should blur ourselves, use a scroll of blur. And then, like, start hitting her. Maybe if things look bad in the middle, we can blur. And then we can... yeah, we got 3 scrolls of blur. We can blur. And heal, for example. Ooh, this is what we're gonna do, yeah. Oh, hang on. We need this for sure. Scroll of false life. I mean, now is definitely the time to use it.
That's a friendly looking shadow.
That is for sure. We need to do 167 damage to this thing. We definitely need to catch it on the web, and we need to hit it once, twice, 3 times, and then we shoot it with an arrow. That will do like 60 damage to her if she falls, right? But if, yeah, doesn't have any resistances, but once per round, if her offspring is attacked, the face parameter can spend a legendary action. Yeah, as long as we don't attack her offspring and take her out first, should be okay. We could also, she sees invisibility. A little bit frustrating. But we do have a potion of invisibility. If we take this, we get over here, yeah, we catch her on the web. And do we have, like, a bomb? Yeah, we do have a smoke powder bomb, so we could throw a bomb on her. That will definitely blow up. That will do good damage to her. And it will blow up the spider web. We hit her once. Right, we have action surge. We hit her twice. We could even put the hunter's mark on her. Then there's surprise round. Then we hit her once, twice. Then we hit her once with our main attack, once with the offhand attack, and then we throw a bomb at her. Right, I think that should work. Right? Count for this guy. I reckon that should work. I reckon that is the ticket. Oh wait, she sees invisibility. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? She sees invisibility, so we need to really time this right. Okay, we need to wait for her to do this again, and once she's back, then we will jump. And we still need to, yeah, we need to get like halfway. Okay, let's just time this. So if we started walking now, and we jumped, yeah, we still need to be pretty close to jump though. It's okay, we can actually like deal with her when she starts walking back from here. We jump and come close. As long as she's on the web, to be able to blow up the web later. Okay. Time to do this. She will turn around. Then we start. Okay, I'm gonna chase her now.
Alright.
Let's go. Okay, we are in position. Let's maybe go ahead and try and do bleed on her. Yeah, and we open up with that.
Oh, hells.
Okay, she is bleeding. We could even like throw her off of here, but obviously, yeah, maybe not. Okay, let's do Hunter's Mark. Let's do Booming Blade. Oh, come on. Come on. How could we possibly have missed that? 2 with advantage. Fuck off. Just fuck off. Can't believe it. Okay, this is not going well. It's 120. There's supposed to be like an extra 120 damage in that. Damn, how could that be? Okay. Yeah, that's some damage. Okay. We also need to throw a bomb. We're gonna deal this damage, and if she can fall off of here, right? Which should be the case if we hit her with a bomb here. Right? Boom, yeah. 22 HP. Right? That's nothing too, kind of not too shabby. Trying to hide here and see what happens. We believe we have 20 HP. Ooh, wow, that's not good. Not good. Ow. Get out of here. Okay, it's fine. She's standing there. If we can get that web off from under her, which we can, I believe, with a arrow of fire. Get out, yeah. Temple Toxin, we save. Interesting. Okay, let's move here. What is that web? Yeah, I mean, if we get that web from under her, 12. Surely. Hide a web. But if she dies from falling damage, wouldn't that not give us XP? Can't afford that. Right? And we got like Hunter's Mark on her, so... Yeah, we got her. Fair and square. 250 experience, yeah. That is all good. Let's go ahead and heal. Get on top of this thing. So it's threatened. Right? Away from this thing. Yeah, fine, it's gonna come up. Get out of here. Disadvantage. Alright. Charge into battle. But not quite like that. More like this. Boom. To be perfectly honest, well, it's not gonna move, is it, this thing? And probably won't move, so we gotta do this the old-fashioned way. Good damage. And we are doing extra 1 die 4 because it's a monstrosity. Boom. Alright, that was way easier than I thought it would be. It was way easier than I thought it would be. Nice. Okay. Waypoint discovered.
What's inside?
Nice. Okay.
I feel a breeze. I wonder what's down there.
Poisoner's robe. When the wearer casts a spell that deals poison damage, deals an additional 4 poison.
Let's have a look.
Sounds good, except everyone in this game is immune to poison. And there's a lot of immunity to poison, which to be honest is really frustrating. Not even resistance, but immunity. Unlock the ancient tome. Okay. To be honest, we can actually do some... I think we can fight... I bet we could fight the Minotaurs without action surge in the Underdark. We got Hunter's Mark. Yeah, like we're kosher, I think. Let's come here. How many inspirations do we have? 1. When did that ever stop us? Let's go ahead and read this.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth.
And we still have 1 spell slot as well.
You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in.
Place the amethyst in the slot on the book's cover. Open the book.
The book's pull is irresistible. You feel changed, bettered for having opened it. Suddenly you are capable of anything. Falling mountains, darkening suns, conversing with the dead. Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words slip into your mind, onto your lips, forming words you don't understand. And something is trying to reply.
Turn to the next page. We got Wisdom 10. What's that bonus? I should have checked. Oh, it's a saving throw as well.
The symbols dart beneath your eyes, warping and twisting. Your head throbs, but you almost understand.
And another page. What's the bonus? Oh, the terrorism. No, I'm gonna take that. Oh. I never remember these pages, to be honest, guys, but I mean... We're in it now, so... Nice.
The world around you is gone. You can only see those glyphs, only hear those voices. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer.
Another one. Urge your hand to turn another page. Force the book closed. Turn another page. Oh, come on. 20. Come on. Yes. 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 Yes, baby.
thrumming with power. The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you should never have known.
Nice. So what we got? Forbidden knowledge. +1 to wisdom saving throws. Pretty good. And ability checks. And we can speak with the dead all the time. Very nice. All right. Things are looking up for us, guys. Okay, let's just loot this quickly because that's it. We're heading into the Underdark. I won't be coming back here, I guess. Just thinking. Just hope we haven't missed anything. There's Goblin, Ettercap. Let's do a quick sweep, and we go. Because, I mean, all of these cocoons actually have pretty nice stuff sometimes. Spider leg. Oh, spider egg, sorry. Grab all of this. Okay. Rusted cocoon. Okay, I think we'd actually pass the investigation check in the basement here. So there's nothing particularly interesting. We don't get any XP for smashing it, do we? We really don't. Okay. Okay, let's just have a last quick look. And we should be good. Ooh, we still got 2 spell slots. We like melted that Matriarch. Melted it. Yeah, I think there was still one more backpack like hanging around here somewhere. No, there it is. There it is. So this spider silk cocoon. There's some scrolls in here. Even a healing potion. Missed that. Glorious vaulting, yes please. Okay. I think we are done here. Let's just double check this thing here. So actually maybe just done it the first time around. Alright, and be done with it. Okay. Let's switch our shoes back to Swarzy shoes, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Goblin camp. Let me just. Sorry, actually. Wait, did we? Yeah, we did sweep. Actually, sorry, Walking's Rest. I think there was a little area there. I forgot. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of the first map for this playthrough. Still took us like 15 episodes. I mean, maybe it's because I keep promising you I will do all looting off screen and then I just do this. Right? Maybe that's why. Maybe. Possible. But we have done Walking's Rest. Prison Road. Yeah, we've looted everything. We killed literally like everything and everybody. Yeah, that's it. Let's go to Goblin Camp and head into the Underdark, guys. Yeah, we're doing good. We got gold. We got like a ton of camp supplies, that's for sure. Yeah, we're ready to rock. We got 2 spell slots. We have 1 short rest. So good. The annoying thing about that, well, not the annoying thing, but something to be mindful in the Underdark is to take a long rest before handing in the Dwergar quest, because you get that 1d6 spore blessing. Kind of annoying, and but I feel like you have to game it, because otherwise, most often, to be honest, you know, you're like at the end of your day when you fight the Dwergar, right? And then you just sleep and lose that buff. Whereas you can make a lot of use for it in Grimforge. Okay, here we've already been and I've looted everything.
What's that?
Give it a shot.
Silver plate.
What's that? Looks like all these moon plates can be turned. This goes very far down. We'll have to go in to see the bottom.
Clean ourselves up before the cinematic. And here we are. Logbook of Sendings. Marked as reference material for the temple archive, this logbook contains transcripts of magical sendings from the temple to the depths below. This record seems an exchange dating from near the temple's foundation. Jaros, enough foolishness. A new temple with settlers to guide, and you'd rather scramble in the dark below? We're clerics of Selûne. Act like it. Morna, the lady that lights the way. What is this Underdark but a path her light hasn't touched yet? Come, we can debate theology in the new chapel. New chapel? Those materials were meant for the temple proper, not your playground down there. What am I to tell the House of the Moon? Tell them to start packing. There are caverns down here to dwarf the inner cathedral. The builders are almost done. And so we go deeper. Enough, Initiate. The Underdark is no place for games. Those are novices with you, not silver stars. Return immediately. Initiate, don't ignore me. I know you took ample components for ascending. Respond. Jaros, respond. Fortify what we can, but words won't last. Seal the tunnel and do not follow. You were right. This place belongs to them. Jaros, hold fast. Whatever it is, I'm sending reinforcements. Just hold on. No more death. Ordered novices to collapse tunnel. You'd be proud of them. Forgive me, we only meant to spread her light. Jaros, I initiate in the lady's light. Travel through the Underdark. Let's go. XP just pouring down on us. Okay, it would be very nice to get that Minotaur XP as well, but to be honest, let's actually do this. The way to get it, I think, is to let him come and then destroy the Moonstone and just fight him. There he comes. Let him take a bit of damage. Oh. That's the kid. One initiative. Yep, we'll take that 75 XP. In search of the night song. That's what we are looking for. Fascinating that such seemingly valuable object has proven so difficult to track down. Indeed, treasure hunters the realm over have traveled to the Sword Coast with one goal in mind, to find the night song. Yet each by each they have failed, indicating dead ends, rebuffs, or else disappearing altogether. My latest inquiry was with a half-orc named Grayley, who insisted he'd come as close as possible to the relic as one may go without forfeiting his or her life. He indicated that the object is not, as most reports indicate, in a Selûnite fort adjacent to the river Chiontar. It is, in fact, held in an old Sharan fortress somewhere in the environs of Moonrise Towers. However, Grayley reported that some kind of potent shadow prevents one from approaching where this fortress might be. Well, that makes a lot more sense now than it ever did before. Okay. Quickly explore here. Fast travel point. Faded logbook. Signs of life near the outpost. Intelligent, clearly trying to hide. Still can't find the mysterious shapes. They know how to cover their tracks, possibly drow. The next few entries are too faded to read. Led them south. Rumors of a spectator there. Let the Underdark solve its own problems. No sightings. No sightings. Minths or statues down south shaped like drow. Spectators shouldn't do that. Either way, that's one less problem to worry about. Spectators. That's a bit scary. Most of this small logbook is left empty. The last entry reads, "I was wrong. I should have paid more attention to the drow sightings. Should have known they were only a prelude. Stupid to think we had outsmarted them. This will be my last entry. Minth will keep the records from now on." Okay. Yeah, scroll of Ray Sickness. Got that petrified drow there. Yeah, anyway, I can come back. I don't think there's anything story-wise here. So I can come back and loot this in between, guys. Sorry, I always say that. Selûnite key. And I always forget. This place is dark, but the lady's light shines yet. Just as the drow had almost broken through, Jaros rallied the last of the initiates and charged forth. For a moment, the cavern shone with Selûnite's own brilliance. I'd have gladly gone with them, wound or no, but Jaros bade me stay and hold the gate until his return. I am to keep the records too. I'll save space to write of his victory. It's been days, hours, since we collapsed the tunnel. They were supposed to return after the battle. I cannot dig it out on my own. My eyes won't get used to this darkness, but I can hear them stripping the dead. I'm sorry. I haven't learned the death rites yet, but I will hold the gate, I promise. Final entry is barely visible, more faint scratches than legible writing. Sorry. Ugh, heavy crossbow. There it goes. Yeah, I must have it. You know how it feels. I must have it. Okay. These braziers went up when I pulled the lever, or when I knocked out the moonstone? Oh, that's the key. Okay.
A couple turns should do it.
Yeah, nice. Now we get cat's grace on every dexterity throw. That makes the game much more pleasurable. Deception failed. It's fine. We can just go around and jump in. I mean, I think like this is a bit. Well, I guess not everyone notices that you can jump in. Come on. We're about to blow, ladies and gentlemen. Really, with advantage we didn't do it. Fine, it is pretty high. Oh! Dang. Fine, I guess it happens. Okay. Oh, come on. Ready? Take what, 2 damage? Come on. Really, so I'm supposed to take half with Cat's Grace? So you're telling me this is 4 damage? Okay, fine. Well. Ah. Outsmarted you. Game. Okay. Well, let's go and deal with the Minotaurs. Yeah, I really shouldn't get too cocky. I really shouldn't, because that's how all the modes end. Okay, have a look. Staff of the Moon Maiden here. Journal of the High Initiate Jaros. Chasm Creeper. Dragon Egg Mushroom.
That's curious.
Read Jaros' account of what happened. It always felt vainglorious to think my deeds worthy of a personal journal. But as I watched the drow mass outside our gate, I realized my arrogance is already of a far costlier sort. I see no harm in tipping the scales a little further. Not for me, but for those who followed me down into the dark. They deserve to be remembered. Initiate Norn Remis, lost in the deep tunnels as we fell back from the drow. Initiate Dulk of the Northern Wastes, grazed by an arrow and succumbed to poison. Initiate Bree Brekka, who stood against the Drider with only her mason's hammer. I respect Bree Brekka, and initiates they are, the entire company, for they have seen and suffered too much to be called novices. We've collapsed the tunnel behind and have made ready to open the gate. Perhaps we can carve a path through, and if not, I enclose a list of names. Let the annals show that whatever their end, the cause was the same. One High Initiate Jaros wished to stamp his name in the history of his church. He sought to forge a path through the darkness, not realizing there are some places the light was never meant to touch. He was a fool. Indeed, Jaros, you were a bit of a fool. Well, you tried. We respect that. Ancient Selûnite Journal. Gold piece here. I can't sleep without the moon and stars. As a child, I prayed to them before I ever knew Selûne's name. Is that blasphemy? When I walk the battlements, the only light I see is the glow of their eyes out there, waiting. I know the High Initiate is making a plan. He'll get us out of this. We're making a stand. The last line of the prayer succumbs to blurring, as if stained by something wet. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's kind of like some of the looting is just a bit annoying in that it's obviously kind of here together with the story, and you might as well do it while you're like standing right in front of it. You know, can't resist. Okay.
These fungal spores are everywhere.
Better be cautious.
This gentleman here has got 100.
More are coming.
Your mind is a canyon, and the words echo from every crevasse.
They're coming. They're coming.
I don't know who you are, but you're not welcome in my head. Fill your mind, you have heard many voices, but never this one. Anik, is the butler back? You almost feel his beady eye upon your back. Fill your mind, you have heard many voices, but never this one.
They're coming. You're coming.
Just
I'm a bit annoyed that I don't want to get spotted by them. Minotaur here. Oh! Come on. It is what it is, I guess. At least we get to put a mark on him. Oh, what? Come on. Yeah, real. On the mental slaying. Please give him some acid damage. There we go, 3 plus 15. Like, that's something. I mean, he's probably gonna jump and dash. He might actually get to me, because he got that charge ability as well. Now, let's see if he, like, I hope he does get to me. Oh, nope. That was a mistake to wish that. Yeah, we do have 3 attacks on him. We do have enough HP to tank him. But if we do this, we can't get away from him. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. Let's go ahead and actually heal. Fine, I don't think we're getting away. Is it worth taking attack opportunity? I think it might actually be. Because we need to get the booming blade on him. Right, and if we can get away, we'll get booming blade on him and polar master. Give this a go. Oh, get out of here. Oh, okay, he did trigger booming blade. Somehow missed us. So I don't know what happened here. I think we would. Ooh, yeah, that's effectively, guys, an extra attack. It's a full attack. All right. Oh, wow. How did we do 22 there? Oh, bludgeoning vulnerable. Oh. Yeah, I'm so good. So good that that thing is bludgeoning damage as well. Jeez. You know what? Let's just kind of like pull this guy. Like so. Alright. I feel like, yeah, he's gonna have to dash. Okay, we saved. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know if they jump into our, like, the vicinity, whether that, can actually brace here, whether that triggers Polar Master, but it looks like it does actually. Boom. That's all like half damage as well. Okay, we're gonna have to take this attack opportunity, unfortunately. Ow! Man, okay, this is a little spicy, to be honest. He might charge thing, miss. Ooh, yeah, that's booming blade, and that's Polar Master. Could potentially kill him. Didn't quite kill him, though. Oh. What are these, monstrosities? Yeah, they're monstrosities as well. So good. Right. So good. Amulet of the Unworthy. This amulet, guys, as well, I've been thinking about it. It's actually pretty OP. Because there are very few, I think there are very few enemies that do bludgeoning damage. And the vast majority, in fact, I would say slashing and maybe piercing as well. So I used to think this is like complete rubbish, but actually I think it's good. And if we can nuke, if there is one enemy with bludgeoning damage, we just nuke him down. This is actually potentially a late game item, I think. Let me know what you think. Because Broodmother's Revenge basically is negated like 100% of the time in Act 2. So, you know. So, yeah. You have to switch amulets. Obviously, there are some other good ones as well. But this is actually a lot better, at least. I thought it was completely useless. And now I'm kind of thinking it's actually pretty good. You just have to be mindful of anyone with bludgeoning weapon. And take them out, like, ASAP. Which a fighter can do.
Gods, broken bones. Must have fallen.
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of leave. Fine, I'll grab these bone caps just because I'm right next to them. Also thinking, do we short rest? Kind of thinking, how do we pace this? Let's just see where we are first of all. Coming up on the hour. I think we can do the dialogue in the Myconid colony. And then if we short rest, yeah, that is kind of the problem. If we short rest, we could go do the fight with the well, you know. Yeah, I'm kind of think because I always pace this kind of, I think in the wrong way. We could do fight with the Duergar, but this time I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk to the Myconids, then we can do like the left-hand side, then we can do the Arcane Tower, come back to Melum, do that, and then we proceed with the Duergar quest. You know, I think that's because then we hand it in like after a long rest, and then we get that 1/6, and then we can go to near and actually make use of it. Because otherwise, you just kind of, I don't want to metagame it either, but you don't really use that 1/6. It's a bit like a weird one. I wish it was kind of that you could do it when you're calling. Okay, that kind of tells us there are traps. So let's go ahead and I'll just kind of jump in here. I'll do the looting in between episodes, but I do think this gives you some XP.
The Zentarim, mercenaries and cutthroats. Useful friends, if you can afford them.
Okay, I'll do all of this in between episodes. There's nothing particularly. It's just, yeah, a lot of good stuff, to be honest here, but none of it's really... Yeah, none of it's key. So, I think we're okay to skip it. Now, do I short rest? I guess I do. Right?
Better than nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do this just in case anyone or anything shows up. I'm gonna like loot all of this in between, as I mentioned.
Huh?
Yeah, all of this.
I don't want to know what that is.
Boom.
Careful. Even the mushrooms down here can't be trusted.
Okay, I'll pick all of this up later as well. Again, none of it's like critical.
Was swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, he has come. He is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
Focus on your parasite and connect with the Sovereign. Tell the truth of the parasite. Persuasion, insight. Seek understanding. Focus on the Sovereign's song. Yeah, let's go that. Oof, insight proficiency here. 2, 1, 3.
You detect a distinct quiver in every note. These creatures have experienced recent tragedy.
My purpose is private. Let me pass and I will leave you unharmed. I sense fear. I've come to aid you. No, we're not come to aid you. These tricks of the mind don't frighten me. I'll kill you. My purpose is private. Let me pass and I will leave you unharmed. So I've never seen this play out. Kind of wonder. I mean, I don't want to kind of mess up like the whole story, but at the same time, surely this wouldn't like, they wouldn't just like turn on us completely. My purpose is private. Let me pass and I will leave you unharmed. So let's try it. Only a 5. Tricky.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The sovereign expects you.
Discovered. Very nice. Now he can expect us all he wants, but to be honest, taste spores. Let's talk to this fella.
Don't.
Her condition is familiar. Poison, derived from a wild weed common to the Underdark. She'll need an antidote soon, most likely held by the poisoner.
Situation. You're in a bad way. I could end your suffering if you want. Investigation. She's helpless. Check if he has anything worth taking. We're a bit more like honorable. We're not like a thief. I would say this is more like a thief option. Do persuasion. But we're not good at persuasion. I kind of do want to, you know, end her as a dark urge, but at the same time... So who did this to you?
Dwegar slashed me.
Consider what you know of Dwerga poison lore.
Like dwarves, Dwegar have innate resistance to poison, and thus no need for intricate brews. Though deadly if left untreated, the poison can be cured by the antidote or natural remedies.
Sit tight. There must be more than one way to cure you.
Not going anywhere.
Oh, come on. How did you end up here?
Myconids. Took pity on me. Sound lads, especially since the Greys gave him hell for it.
It's kind of weird. I mean, Dark Urge also wants her to suffer, but let's give her an antitoxin. To be honest, Elixir of Poison Resistance is probably even better. That's more useless.
God. Whatever that is, I needed it. Why are you helping me?
Always useful to be out of favor.
I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving. Oh, Carl's garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me.
Focus on one I need. A reward for starters.
I owe you, sure enough. But I've nothing to give. If you were to free my kin, we can pay. We're Ironhand Clan, best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Dwergar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake.
What was this expedition your clan were on?
Just mining for materials. Nothing unusual.
The briefest hesitation, but enough. She's lying.
But our work pays well. Help my clan and we'll make it worth your while, I swear.
You're lying. Oh, 15. Come on. Nice.
Fine. It's complicated, but my clan has trouble back in the city. A blood feud. We were searching for something to turn the tide. That's all I can say. But it's worth a lot to us. Understand?
No, I don't understand. Enough evasion and explain it.
Look, you've done me a good turn and you deserve the truth. But that's as much of it as I can tell, I swear it. If you need to go your own way, I respect that, but still, I'm asking.
All right. I'll free your people if I can. I mean, it's not of a kind of not dark urge thing to do. I get it, but you kind of know that's a bit weird to say sorry. You're going to have to save them yourself. All right, I'll free your people if I can.
Thank you. Only wish I could go with you. But here. I nabbed these boots from the Greys when I ran. I'll feel better knowing you're using them to kick some Dweger ass. I'll mark where I made my escape, and wait here, I suppose. Not much choice, eh?
Yeah, kind of struggling to play Dark Urge when there's like no option. I mean, he's obviously not a nice guy. I mean, we are Dragonborn, I guess, somewhere. I guess it's, you know, helping her exact vengeance, and it puts us in a fight, and it lets us cause a bit of mayhem. So that's kind of a Dark Urge thing. Anyway, let's do Blurg, and then, yeah, we'll see which kind of do that. Like, by the way, the boots that we got, to be honest, arguably these are actually better for us, because these are click heals. It's a bonus action. Gain speed and freedom of movement. Your movement speed doubles. Your enemies have disadvantage on opportunity attacks against you. So if we need to like step away when surrounded, this should actually be really good for us, and we can like cover a lot of distance. I'm actually gonna keep these on for a while, because the 1.5 meter jump distance is nice, but we don't jump that often, and we already have 3 meters plus 3 meters, so yeah, I don't think we've been lacking in jump distance. Okay, let's talk to Blurg.
Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance, at your service. Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than that of the fungi.
I've never seen a hobgoblin like you before.
The feeling is mutual, friend. I have only passing familiarity with the surface races. But I found that there is as much to learn from an individual as there is from a community. So it is with the Myconids. They live in harmonious unity, but each has a unique personality. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place. It's curious to find a surface dweller here. What has brought you down so deep?
Collect mushrooms on the surface. I'm in a mind flare inflicted me with a tadpole.
Truly remarkable. But why come to the Underdark, where they hold so much power?
Explain the whole story.
You were infected by an illithid tadpole? It's a miracle you're still intact. You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to assist. Omelium!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zerkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside his head, but he hasn't turned.
No ceremorphosis. That's impossible, but intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted?
An illithid is your friend? How is that possible?
I have broken free from the Elder Brain's yoke. I no longer serve the grand design. I ask that you refrain from violence, while I respect that your opinion of my kind may not change.
What is the grand design?
A collective quest to eliminate the Gith and enslave all other humanoids. If that settles matters for the time being, would you like a diagnosis? Open your mind to me. Let us see what lurks within.
Relax and let Amelum's mind search your own.
As the Meloam's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis.
Can you extract the tadpole? Or what if that stasis goes away?
I can only theorize, but I suspect your transformation would be both agonizing and instantaneous.
I thought it was always agonizing, Aurelium.
Well, yes, but that wasn't my point.
Can you extract the tadpole?
No, it appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. Moreover, the cranium has undergone severe trauma. It is a miracle the brain functions at all. Extraction would risk much.
That doesn't sound ideal.
It is not ideal. The process would surely kill you. But not to worry. Should you transform, I will happily perform a new examination.
Tell Amelum about the strange mind flare ship you were on.
A Nautiloid? Fascinating. I have never set foot on one myself. They were our warships during the greatest eras of the Illithid Empire. We ruled the entire astral plane from their decks. The design was lost when the Gith rebelled and ended our dominion.
Thanks for the information.
Of course. I am sorry I cannot assist you in its removal. But I have an idea.
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind.
Bypass? What kind of alchemy are we talking about?
A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh ton of madness and Timusk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous. Timusks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory.
Eating those doesn't sound like a good idea.
My formula will hamper the more harmful effects once the mushrooms are brewed into a potion. Your sanity, however much you possess, should remain intact.
Lovely. Where do I find these mushrooms?
The Underdark, of course, although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous. I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mistra as a cleric.
Why would a cleric have a bunch of dangerous mushrooms?
She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely sort. Nature was her only companion. I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took priority.
Alright, I'll come back when I find the mushrooms.
May your travels be safe and swift.
Let's see.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
Do you have anything interesting to trade?
I do enjoy a good bargain. If anything in my private collection is to your liking.
What does he actually have? Haste would be huge for us. Another scroll of black ebon tentacle would be huge. The rest, not so much. Whereas movement speed is unimpeded with difficult terrain. Yeah. This would be nice. If we could actually afford it though. Which I think we can. I think we actually can. Let's just quickly drop all of this junk here. We don't need any of this and any of this. Scroll of haste. Yeah, we're never getting haste, so we definitely want this, and that will be very useful given high AC and our great concentration, kind of, I guess, or constitution saving throw. That will be very useful. Wait, what about yeah, these actually? 17 scrolls of revivify. Boom. Yeah, that could do it. Scroll of black tentacles. I mean, we are gonna get an amulet with them, but I hate switching to an amulet to do that kind of thing. So a couple of scrolls of those would be good. Blink, maybe. I'd actually get a blink. Let me see if do we have a scroll of blink already? No, we do not actually. Scroll of speak with the dead, to be honest, we can also sell. Right. Anything else we can sell? No, I think the rest we need. Yeah, maybe this. I mean, blink I've never actually used, guys, but I've always been intrigued by it, and I want to try it. I want to try it, that's for sure. Okay, let's do this. I don't think there's a lot we're gonna need to buy. And we'll obviously loot a lot in the Underdark. But I think the next big shop we're gonna need to do is will be at Last Light Inn. So for now, we just need some money for like elixirs. Let's go ahead and do it. Grab some of this.
Very well. I have mushrooms to catalog.
Okay. Let's just finish
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
Research in the Underdark sounds like a dangerous prospect.
Yes, but it has abundant natural resources. Spores, water orbs, trillimac. I've studied them for years.
There is rare magic in the Underdark too. Fair's Rest. It radiates from the earth, warping, teleportation, and divination magic.
What have you studied uncovered?
This is not a wasteland. It is a glorious ecosystem. Every civilization here could thrive without conflict.
Okay. Keep a melon had anything
I
to say.
greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms fared?
How did you escape your colony?
I was born with a propensity for arcane magic my people despise. It gave me the strength to resist the Elder Brain, Every waking hour I pushed back against its dire hold. My wizardry empowered me. The moment its control shattered, I fled. Before the colony discovered I had defected.
How do you survive? Don't you need brains?
In the beginning, I had an arrangement with a lich. Excellent company, despite what one would expect. I required brains, he required souls. A perfect symbiosis. But our ambitions eventually splintered. I wished to better the world, and he preferred its rot. So I left his company, and thus I now feed from those who act against the Society's goals.
Best way to deal with that sort of hunger, I suppose.
Perhaps the peoples of the Underdark will be less inclined to violence if they comprehend the cost, yes?
Okay. Fine. We are coming up on an hour and a half, guys. Let's just maybe quickly chat to you know who, Dareth, and we'll take a break here.
Very well.
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name.
What are you doing down here?
Right now. Waiting for that idiot Balin's return. Unless you've seen him, we don't have much to discuss.
There must be something else you're up to.
Like I told you already, I'm waiting for that lummox Balin. The rest is my own business.
Can you describe him?
Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick.
I haven't seen him.
Right. Never mind.
Who is he to you?
My useless husband. Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made a mess of it.
Show me your wares. Definitely greater healing. Yes, please. Did we use our potion of invisibility? The one we had. I think we. No, we haven't. So okay, we have a one in our back pocket, and that's enough. Heal giant strength. Because I may have like overdone it with those. Acid damage. Nah, yeah, this ring of jumping is a good one, just in case we ever need the jump. Ooh, potion of greater healing with these. Yeah, heal giant strength. Oh, we don't need to cook one necessarily. Let's get some of this. And then cook one as in make one. Yeah, I don't think we need that. An extra 2 full of accuracy. I mean, we have some, yes. I just want to have enough so we never have to worry about using them. Hang on. Yeah, let's just buy this. And then we quickly... Yeah, I think we can make a cut here, guys. I'll go loot stuff in the Zentrum hideout up here. And then just, you know, do all the merchanting. I'm gonna think of a different approach, because I don't want to go like the same way, like look for Balin and do the hook horse. I think we might actually loop around and take on the spectator in the next episode, just to keep things a little bit more exciting, because that wizard like that you free there, I just want to get his kind of take. And maybe we do like the arcane tower as well, and then we kind of come back to like hook horrors and stuff, and then we do the guys. Maybe that's how we tackle the next episode. We kind of go down, proceed, maybe even into the arcane tower, and do the bottom half. We'll see. Anyway, we're up on the hour and a half, so exciting episode. We got the Matriarch. We entered the Underdark, guys. How far are we to level 6? Yeah, still some way to level 6. That's fine. Okay, I hope you're enjoying this, guys. Give it a like if you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.